Hey guys, I'm back to do part three here. I forgot to show a few players that I had pulled that I wanted to show, and also I wanted to get into a few also non-Hall of Fame cards that uh, from a lot of these sets that I think are really cool that I don't think get shown off a lot. So without further delay, I'll get into the first player here we got is Greg Luzinski. Fantastic slugger in the 70s and 80s for the Phillies. You can tell this card was well loved by my uncles and brother, and not my brother, my dad. Excuse me. Back. Again, I won't show the backs of all these, but the back of it. I really like his 73 tops as well. I'm in full swing there. Nice looking 74. Cool looking 75. Nice looking 76. And I really like this 77. It is, again, very underrated slugger. Moving on to the next player, another guy I think is really underrated. Buddy Bell. Great third baseman. This is 74. And look at this card, 75. One of my uncles or dad ended up taping this up on their wall at some point. Pretty cool looking card there. It's the 76. It's a cool card. And the 77. And then a guy I did mention yesterday, but I'm going to bring up again. I found a bunch of other cool cards of his. Was Bobby Mercer. It's a nice looking 74 there. '75. 76. And we all know who Ken Griffey Jr. is, but his dad, Ken Griffey Sr., was a great player for the Big Red Machine back in the 70s, and I think he's underappreciated. His rookie card. I think this card's sweet, the 75 here. Nice looking 76. And then there's the 77. Another guy who I don't think gets talked about enough is Bill Madlock. Shout out to John Mangini. I know he's talked a little bit about Madlock. He was a great hitter back in the 70s. And this is his rookie card. My favorite Madlock card is the 75. I think that's an awesome card. Cool looking 76. Awesome 77. Another guy I showed yesterday, Cesar Cedeno. Great player. Awesome 74. That old Houston Astros hat looks so cool. Cool looking 75. Cool looking 76 there. That's an awesome looking 77, I think. And then here's an underrated guy, Andy Messersmith. Was a big time reliever in the 70s. 72. 73 here on the Dodgers. It's the 74. And then here's a nice looking 75. And then to wrap things up, I got one of the more underrated hitters who's not in the Hall of Fame, Don Baylor. It's 73. Nice in-action shot there. Sharp looking 74. '75. It's a cool 76. here's his 77 when he was on the Angels. All right, so for the next part of this video, I'm just going to show some really cool cards from these sets that I just didn't get the chance to show off. Here's a nice looking 69 Johnny Roseboro. Move it up a little bit. Try to put it over there. It's a great card I found in my dad's box. I found these World Series cards, which are really cool. Did not know he had these Miracle Mets World Series cards. Here's one for the Orioles, which I think is really cool. Frank Robinson in there. Really cool looking Denny McLain, someone I showed yesterday, but I found this card. Nice looking Curt Flood from the 70s set. Moving back to the World Series cards here. World Series / playoff cards here. The Orioles, it's Boog Powell there. Shout out Jay Average Collector, I think. Jim Northrup, big contributor to the '68 Tigers World Series team. I think that's a really cool card of his. Ralph Garr, who was a good player in the '70s. This is his rookie card. How about Manny Mota? It's a really awesome card, I think. And then how about this card? This card's sweet. The glasses, I just had to show this one off. Really funny card. The World Series card here, that's Boog Powell again in there. Mets celebrating the World Series, really cool. How about the Seattle Pilots team card from the '70s set? It's pretty unique, cool. And I really like this card a lot. This Jose LeBoy rookie trophy. It's really cool. Another one with Boog Powell in it. World Series card. A couple 71s. Cesar Tovar, I think. I do know that there was one guy that didn't vote for Yaz to win the MVP in '67, and they voted for this guy. I remember reading that in a book or something. It's pretty funny. How about Eddie Watt? I know a few guys did interviews with Eddie Watt recently on YouTube. I remember watching them. So I had to pull one of his cards out. Shout out John Mangini, Don Clendenin. 71 tops here. How about a really good center fielder, Paul Blair, for those Orioles. All right, showing off a few more cards here. I showed this one, I think, in my '72 showcase, but this Maury Wills is not in the Hall of Fame, but great card. A bunch of these '72 World Series cards. Someone hole punched this one, so that's pretty funny. Another one with Brooks Robinson on it. Another one with Brooks Robinson on it. These. Pirates celebrating the World Series. This cool Norm Cash. Denny McLain from the '72 set. Cool looking Vada Pinson from '73. Larry Boa. Cool looking Dusty Baker. I have a second one. Skip that for now. Tim McCarver. Another Manny Mota. Denny McLain. It's an awesome Craig Nettles. Claude Osteen. Shout out John Mangini. Here's Al Oliver. Oh, Wilbur Wood. These. Here's my guy Louis Tiant. It's an awesome shot here. Sam McDowell. It's a pretty cool card. Another cool one is this Willie Davis. Freddie Patek. Gotta show an Oscar Gamble, right? It's a cool card here in action. See if I can get it up closer a little bit. Pretty cool. Mark Belanger. Skip that. That was Lou Piniella, but I'll show these World Series cards. I've already shown that Lou Piniella. Cool cards. Again, this just shows you there's a lot of cool cards that are not Hall of Fame players in these sets. There's the A's celebrating the World Series. It's a nice one with Pete Rose in it. There's George Hendrick, who I just showed. Moving on to 74. It's a cool Tim McCarver. Bucky Dunn, who broke our hearts as Sox fans. I think this is an awesome card, this Ralph Garr. George Foster there. Did not show this Vita Blue yesterday. Bill Freehan, I did not show. Bobby Bonds. Another Al Oliver. Shout out my Pirates guys, Steve Blass. Won the Game 7 of the 71 World Series, I believe. Gorman Thomas. How about Frank Tavares? Or Tavares, I believe. Rookie. Larry Boa. Cool looking Craig Nettles here. Mickey Rivers. Ron Say. Cleone Jones. Bud Harrelson. Norm Cash. Boog Powell. Again, shout out Jay, average vintage collector, I believe. Really nice looking Veda Pinson there. Already showed that J.R. Richard. We'll move on to the Jerry Koosman. Cool Dwight Evans, 74. Rico Petrocelli. Moving on to the 75s, we got Tim McCarver in a Red Sox uniform. Sweet looking Dwight Evans. Got the green monster in the back. It's hard to beat this kind of card as a Sox fan. Rico Petrocelli. Boog Powell. Cool looking Mickey Rivers. Frank White. Veda Pinson. Zoom a little bit for me. Make it easier. Jerry Koosman. Bobby Bonds. Cool looking Craig Nettles. Rick Dempsey. Awesome looking Bucky Dent, second year card. Dusty Baker. Cool looking Bake McBride. Larry Boa. Got another Bill Freehan. Ron Say. And a cool Lou Piniella. Moving on to 76, you got another Mickey Lolich here. Most strikeouts lifetime by a left-hander. Davey Lopes. Bobby Bonds record breaker. Oh, cool looking Dwight Evans there from 76. Dusty Baker. Frank White. Really cool Bobby Bonds. Just looking Vada Pinson. Cool Lou Piniella there. And then, of course, you get maybe the greatest World Series ever. Get the 75 World Series with the Reds and the Red Sox. Reds celebrating that World Series. It's Louis Tiant pictured there. Got another one of those. A couple of these, which is cool. Oh, another Bucky Dent. Greg Nettles. Claude L. Washington. Sweet looking Jerry Remy. John Candelaria. Cool Willie Horton there. This is the Chet Lemon rookie card. Willie Randolph rookie. Another Al Oliver. It's a sweet card. Tim McCarver. Bill Freehan. And then this card is just epic. The bubblegum blowing champ, Kurt Bevacqua. It's just one of those cards you have to have. It's awesome. Boog Powell, 76. An Indians uniform. Jerry Koosman. And then they had these cards, the father-son with Buddy Bell and Gus Bell. Those are really cool. Mickey Rivers. George Foster. And now moving on to 77, they had these turn back the clock. This is Ralph Kiner. Which is cool. There's Maury Wills celebrating that stolen base, the 104 stolen bases. And this one is a Sox fan's epic. It's the Yaz wins the AL Triple Crown. Which is cool. And then you gotta bring up the Dale Murphy rookie card when you're talking about 77 tops. Sweet looking Craig Nettles. Bill Freehan. Nice looking Bucky Dent there. Chet Lemon, second year. Rico Petrocelli. Frank White. Straighten out this pile here. I know it looks really messy. Showing off a lot of cards here today. Al Oliver. Cool Dusty Baker. Really nice looking Rick Dempsey there. Boog Powell's last card, I believe. 77. Sweet looking Ron LaFleur. And then another card I think every collector should have is this Mark Fidrich. That's an Also an epic card. Jerry Koosman. Mickey Rivers. Glare there, sorry. Larry Boa. Ooh, dropping these cards. Tim McCarver. Another sweet looking card is this Willie Randolph. Another sweet second year card of Jerry Royster. Sweet Bobby Bonds there. Then we have these Big League Brothers cards from 77. Bob Forsch and Ken Forsch. It's pretty awesome. And my favorite is the Ken Brett, George Brett. That's a sweet card. So yeah, guys, thanks for sticking with me for this long video. I wanted to show a bunch of cards here. And just let me know what you guys think. Do you think these guys are underrated, underappreciated? Should some of them be in the Hall of Fame? And yeah, let me know what you guys think about all these cards. I will catch you guys later. Thank you for watching.